everybody's doing. It's been a shitty month for me. I feel like shit. A couple chefs have been sick. Two with strep throat. It's yeah. I don't think I'm getting strep, but I feel like I don't know how long I'm gonna sleep. I just couldn't sleep, so I figured, fuck it, why not, right? Like I'm just talking to myself, watching videos. Why not just stream and record myself talking to chat? Chat. Thank you for being here early in the morning. It is 9:43 a.m. Central Time. Pretty damn early for me. I'm not gonna lie. I go to bed at like 3 to 5 a.m. I'm up at like 2, 3 o'clock getting ready for work. Unless I have to be up earlier. I'm still going to bed 3 to 5, no matter what. I could have to wake up at 10 a.m. and I'll still go to bed at 3 or 5 a.m. Like it. I'm a night owl. I can't. If you ever heard of Wavy Web Surf, um, great dude, great channel, great content. We're gonna watch it. I've been meaning to watch it for the past couple days. I just been so tired, so busy. So God, I swear, sometimes these chefs that we're that I'm training get ready for the real world in a kitchen. Please help me. God, please help me. Please help me. I am so tired. All right, enough about me. Let's go. Fuck it. I skipped the ad break. The ads are starting in 2 minutes. I'm gonna watch this. All right, let's go. From this guy. What the fuck?
Mainstays like
There you go.
Jeremy Meeks and Mr. Wideneck here. These are the stories behind the internet's most infamous mugshots. The Yahtzee kidnapper mugshot. One heavily circulated mugshot related news post that you may have encountered in your time online is this one. It's a CBS News report about a rather sunburnt and
I'm gonna snooze the ads again. I only got one more time to do it. This is my second. I don't want to play ads. The only reason I do it is maybe I might make like 5, 10. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only reason.
ginger looking Florida man getting arrested after kidnapping 27 people and forcing them to play Yahtzee for 36 hours straight. This is a true sadist. Yes, that's right.
Okay, if you would have asked me to play Yahtzee, I'd have been like, oh hell yeah, bro, I'll play some Yahtzee. You kidnap me and ask me, I'll be like, okay, that's fucked up, but I'll give you an hour of my time for Yahtzee. I remember when that game came out. God, I'm old. I will talk about things at work, and the students that are there are like 20s, like early 20s, and I'm just like, they're looking at me like, what? And I'm just like, okay. I feel out of place. Like, all right, let's just get
Right, this man
right.
entered a suburban neighborhood on
feel
foot,
like
went house to house, systematically bounding and
This might be a fucking 20, 30. I don't know. 20, 30 minutes. I don't fucking. I'm so sorry, chat, but I'm sorry. I've been AFK and my busy.
gagging his victims. Then he transported all 27 of them to his underground criminal compound and tormented these poor souls with nearly 2 days of unconsented board gaming and Yahtzee themed torture tactics.
If you've never played Yahtzee, please play it. They got the mobile version now. They got like, honestly, honestly, the best one is to get the cup, the dice, the actual board game of it. Like, you can experience it on your phone, but it's so much better on the board. You got the cup, the dice, you're keeping score. It nostalgia.
Jigsaw ain't got nothing on this sunburnt ginger. Even for a Florida man, this is a pretty insane crime. And for a report that went this viral and a mugshot so well known, at some point we gotta pause and ask ourselves, is this real or is somebody jerking me off here? Like, yeah, he looks insane, but forcing people to play Yahtzee? I'm gonna need some receipts. And I hate to disappoint you guys, but when the receipts are pulled on the Yahtzee Nazi,
Right? Like, we're gonna need some receipts of this motherfucker playing Yahtzee, because that's like an old person game, unless you were born in like or grew up in the '90s and shit. You know, like yeah, Yahtzee was amazing when it came out. It's still good. I'm not
mugshot and the reason for his arrest, well, it looks like we've been taken for a bit of a ride. This mugshot, along with its CBS caption, well, I hate to break it to you, it's a photoshopped image. It's a fake report. And if you take Ginger Guy's photo, throw it into a reverse image search, we find what crime he actually committed. And no, it's not Yahtzee related, but is still pretty unhinged. The Crazy Ginger Guy mugshot originates from a 2016 press release issued by Hammond County, Louisiana police. The report addresses the red-headed man in question, at the time 22-year-old Brett Gonzalez, who had been arrested after stealing from a church. According to the aforementioned report, Brett had burgled from the Little Rivers Pentecostal Church in Tickfaw, Louisiana. Doing so in March of 2016. Somebody ended up ratting on him, and when visited by police, he confessed to stealing a trove of items from the church.
That looks like a nice church, like a small little community
building. A separate article from a local media outlet elaborates that the stolen property in question included a 32-inch flat-screen TV, a DVD player, surround sound speakers, and a portable stereo.
Oh, bro, he got that motherfucking CD player. Woo! Damn, I used to. Anybody in the 90s or lived in the 90s used to remember walking around with a goddamn Walkman and shit. Your fucking CDs somehow you carry with you that you want to listen to where you're going. So good, simple times back in the day. Listen, I'm an old fart reminiscing, and I said that wrong. I, reminiscing in the old days of the 90s when times were good, laid back. Nobody's fucking feelings got hurt so goddamn easily. Nobody gave a shit unless you were like breaking the law or like harming somebody. I mean, even if you're harming yourself, we gave a shit. But like, it. I don't want to. You're gonna be like, oh, here we go. This fucking boomer's talking again about his past. Bro. That's exactly what the fucking chefs at work say that are all so young, like 20s. They're like, oh my god. And they're looking at me and they're like, Chef, you really think I know what the fuck you're talking about? You think I lived during that time? I'm just like, I'm gonna go downstairs for a minute. Like, fuck, dude. Like, I got 15 something, almost 20 fucking years in this shit, and they've got like maybe 2. Some of them don't have any, and they're coming straight out, and it's like, oh my god. And then, oh no, and you know damn well, you know when you're straight out of school, you're like, oh, it's this, this, this. No, bitch, let me tell you something. This is how it's gonna go in the restaurant industry. Your little school shit, yeah, that's nice. They taught you all the correct shit. But deep down to the nitty gritty, if you start learning the health code laws and shit, yeah, it's a completely different world. But I do appreciate how the schools drill in the safety aspect, the logging, the monitoring, the you know, the tracking of food usage and employee meals, shit like that. I like that. I completely agree with it. But I'm telling you what, in my 15 plus fucking years of cooking and being a chef and shit in restaurants, the health department don't give a fuck about that. I, I'm not lying. I mean, some of them will, but if they look at the temp gauge and be like, oh well, I mean that's in good condition, then they look at the temp gauge inside and they're, oh okay, yeah, reads the same. Okay, yeah, okay. But a lot of them aren't out there to be assholes. You may a lot of people seem they are. Some I'm not gonna lie, some are. Especially like some new ones, they just like want to prove themselves, which I don't agree because I called them out when they want to do that. I call them out a lot of shit, and I say, well, we can go both ways. Like, you want to strike me, I can easily strike you for this and call your fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's you just gotta know what the fuck you pretty much. I'm sorry.
This I hate everything YouTube avatar looking mofo made off with the 2007 home theaters worth of entertainment goodies. And from a church, no less. I'd say he should be fearing God's retribution, but given his appearance, I reckon the good Lord got his punishment in advance. After confessing to police, Brett was arrested and charged with burglary of a religious building, and the iconic mugshot was taken. A rather funny footnote to Brett's story is that this isn't even the first time that he had gotten in trouble for burglarizing this church. As back in 2010, Brett, 16 at the time,
Wait, uh, wait. How stupid can you be to burglarize the same place twice? How stupid? That's like criminology 101. Don't attack the same place twice. If you do, make sure it's like widely spaced out.
well, him, along with his older brother Chris, they were arrested after it was found they had broken into the church I mentioned previously through a rear window, and they stole several belongings from inside of it. Those ginger genes run strong in the Gonzalez family. Look at these boys. Anyways, in regard to the viral Yahtzee meme headline thing that many of you are familiar with, it turns out that this Photoshop might have actually been created by a Redditor. Who would have guessed? Some time ago, I created a fake tweet about a man, 37, kidnapped 27 people and forced them to play Yahtzee for 36 hours straight. From CBS News, accompanied by a photo of a man.
So you know, in the title says I feel like shit, sick, whatever. My stomach has been killing me the past couple. Like, I will just randomly. I mean, that sound pretty, but it is what it is, right? The human body is fascinating and disgusting, right? So, but it is very fascinating and disgusting at the same time. So, um, but oh my god, my stomach for the past like month, I've been constant. I fucking can't eat hardly. I eat like say I have a cheeseburger, I'll eat a quarter of it and I'll be good for like a day and a half. Like it's normally I eat a meal a day. Like that's just always how I've been. About a meal and a half a day. 2 meals if I'm fucking feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I gotta keep this dad bod. You know, 180 pounds, kind of tone. You know, I got that fucking dad bod, yo. Not the fat dad bod, the actual good kind of looking dad bod. We're like, okay, okay, I see that. Not like some fucking 220, 30, 40 plus 180 pounds, maybe 170 at times. Boom. I got you. I am so fucking tired. I feel like shit. As you can tell, I'm just fucking rambling. This is what I do, to be honest. I just ramble about shit, especially at work. I get told to shut up all the time at work. It's fucking hilarious. I can't help it. Like I don't go over the line. I sometimes come close to it, but I don't go over the line because it is work, you know, and people, you know, I'm not here to hurt anybody, but people's feelings are a little sensitive these days. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's we have one female chef that's working for us. Life, never in her life has she worked in a restaurant setting. She has a culinary degree and everything, and I'm sitting there, and okay. I'm like, we're like, okay, call out the tickets as they come. Let grill know, let saute know, let cold station, you know, shit like that, like common sense, right? A ticket would come in, she would look up at it, not grab it, and then just look down and keep going on like nothing happened. And um, it's like, oh, I need this like a Caesar salad that was should have been out like fucking 15 minutes ago, and it's like, hey, okay, hang on a second, what the fuck is going on? If you see that shit coming in and you're on the front and you're calling the shit out and you're in charge on the front of plating and all that shit, you better be calling that shit out and fucking yelling it until the person says heard, or you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up, pretty girl? You want to come say hi? You want to come say hi? Oh, she came up here instead of laying on her bed downstairs. There's a big window that she likes to look out, and I put her bed down there, one of her beds. Oh my God, she loves it. It's insane how much she loves it. Nope, nope. Chew on my cords and my monitor cords. Stop, Callie. You're turning my monitor off. Stop. Callie, stop. Callie, I love you, girl, but come on. You got all this room, and you want to come behind my monitor? Come on, girl. All right, let's get back in. I'm just.
I found by searching funny mugshots. I didn't expect it to grow the fame it did, but it quickly grabbed thousands of upvotes. It also exploded on iFunny and various Facebook meme pages. Even a radio host talked about it. I apologize for taking that tweet and everything, I think he meant to say making, and have felt guilt for it ever since. The Redditor doesn't have any proof to substantiate their claim, but I find it kind of bizarre for someone to make up something like this, as I'm not all too sure what there is to gain from falsely claiming to be the author of a silly mugshot hoax meme. But yeah, so you can believe the guy or not. But that's the true story behind the red-headed ginger Yahtzee guy mugshot. The half-headed Florida criminal. This next mugshot is one I've often seen pop up on sites.
I'm sorry. I always wonder when I see this. I don't know how he's fucking alive. Like, to be honest, I really don't. I really don't, because if you look at a normal person's skull, it's rounded here, right? You see my mouse? Like, it's rounded. So this whole flat spot is like brain removed. Like, because your brain in your skull only has a certain amount of, what is it, like millimeters or something to fucking move. That's like whiplash and shit is so bad because your brain slams up against your skull. But I, I don't know.
Sites like Instagram and Reddit. Yeah, his facial expression is pretty wild, but the star of the show here is, well, half of the guy's head is missing. The individual featured in this mugshot is a man named Carlos Haffy Rodriguez, and the mugshot itself comes from an October 17th of 2016 incident, where Carlos was arrested for arson and attempted murder after he lit a mattress on fire inside of the duplex that he lived in. But why? Quote, "I wanted to burn down my house so I could build a new 2-story house. And I don't care if there was people in the other side of the house because it wasn't going to reach them." That's like the actual quote. I'm not fucking with you guys. Yeah, as you can tell by that quote and, well, his head, this guy isn't playing with a full deck.
And his head.
Which brings us to the question, how did he end up like this? Well, we actually know the answer to this question as Haffey has explained it himself on video before. See, back in 2010, Carlos was arrested on a prostitution charge after soliciting a plus-sized woman for activities. And he went viral for the first time after this mugshot got on the internet. The image of the half-headed man became something of a phenomena online. People wanted the story behind the cratered-in head, so an independent street journalist would catch up with Carlos IRL after he got out of jail and asked him about the noggin situation.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm hoping I make it through this video. If not, I'm so sorry. I was trying to get at least a couple hours in. It's been a bit. My stomach.
In their brief interview, Carlos explains what happened to his frontal lobe and more.
What's up, Happy? How you been, dawg?
What's up?
Chillin'?
Chilling, no vibing.
So tell me, dawg, how did this shit happen to you?
I was barred out on drugs, and I was driving, and I hit a pole, and I flew out the front window and landed on my head.
Damn, show everybody what happened. God damn, that's crazy, dawg.
And this is how y'all boys come out. That's why it's no good. Drinking and driving, or drugness and driving, no good, kids. No good.
And what do you do to every day, Happy?
And every day, what I do daily, burn a steak.
The cone-headed blunt smoker also elaborated on his kink for plus-size women.
How about the females? You like them fat chicks, huh? You want me to get you a fat chick?
Fat chick. Bitches don't look like a horse. Nah, horse, nah. Elephant, they ain't shit for me. They ain't nothing. Gotta make sure they ride that dick good.
Yeah?
They don't ride. They can't ride it. It ain't on my level. You don't take out my breath. You ain't with me, dog.
You heard it from the man himself. This BBW enjoyer got his head caved in.
No fuck. Hey, bro, at least he knows what he likes, right? And is honest, right? Like, respect, man. Ain't my cup of tea, but kudos to you, bro.
While on drugs in a car wreck as a teenager. Are we sure a prostitute didn't just sit on his head, or? Anyways, as mentioned earlier, Carlos tried to burn down his own house many years later to build a new one, and he was thrown in jail for this. A stunt I can only imagine was slightly inspired by the fact that he's missing half of his fucking brain. He got arrested and was held on a $20,000 bond for this, but I actually don't know what happened to him afterwards.
God damn, that's crazy, though.
And this is how y'all boys come out. That's why it's no good. Drinking and driving, or drugness and driving, no good, kids.
The angry black guy mugshot. One of the most infamous mugshots in all of internet history has to be this one. It's become colloquially known as the angry black guy mugshot. It features a rather menacing looking fellow with a gargantuan nose and some king-size lips. I've seen it shared around for what feels like decades. Like, I remember being in middle school and seeing this thing on Funny Junk. So with the mugshot,
I'm sorry. Oh god, sorry, I feel like shit. I was coughing. Honestly, if you look at this photo, if I remember this correctly, back in the day, this photo is fake. His nose wasn't that big and shit like that. Yeah, his lips weren't that big. Same picture of the guy, just it's not. It's clearly Photoshop. But if you don't know, I guess Wavy here will explain it to you.
aggressive, you can't help but wonder what the guy did. Well, when you reverse image search and try to discover the answer to this question, it's something of a dead end. The first appearances of the mugshot comes from around 2012 and 2013, with it being featured in various mugshot compilation style websites. Though no information about who the person is or what led to his arrest seems to be available anywhere, even in those old links. There's some rather interesting headlines associated with the image that I've found, but they're all just joke hoax posts. Not being able to find anything concrete, I almost completely excluded this mugshot from the video. But then I discovered a Reddit post that completely mind-fucked me and has me questioning literally everything I thought I knew about internet lore. Turns out this photo, one of, if not the most famous mugshots online ever, it's actually fake. Walk with me. This is the original, scarcely known about mugshot of the angry black guy. Don't believe me? Let's take a closer look. Putting the images side by side, you can see the upper lip structure has the same borderline to it. And the nose, well, the foundational shape and the light glinting off the side of it there, it's the same. It's just been made to look bigger. The same goes for the lips.
Damn, bro. See, sometimes I can remember some shit and sometimes I can't. But like this, I just remember seeing like this photo or the face of this dude. But I remember that is not it on the left. It's this one, the correct one on the right. If you see my mouse circling his face. All right, let's go.
And for the eyes, well, they look different at first. But looking closely, you can see that someone has seemingly added a sphere eyes effect to the middle of his forehead, which sort of expands the image out in a small area, warping the middle of his brow here, giving him a scowled look. It's the same guy, it's just an edited photo, and we've been lied to for all these years. Don't feel too bad though if you thought this was a real person. I think the Photoshop is so well done that it perfectly sits in that line of, there might be a couple of guys out there that could look like this. They tweaked it just enough to where it could be believable. Something funny I found when digging into this is the fact that the state-controlled media in Zambia actually used this guy's photoshopped face in televised propaganda in an effort.
You know, if she would lay down for like a bit, I would turn my camera on and just point it at her because I have a cat camera specifically designated and set up for her. But lately she just doesn't want to chill right next to me. She wants to go downstairs and just stare out the window, which I mean I don't blame her. There's a bunch of birds and stuff that are out there, so I don't blame her. Especially the morning time. That's some of the best time to be up and go outside and you just birds chirping, like especially at like 3-4 in the morning. There's like no traffic. Well, I'm depending on where you're at, but there's no traffic. You hear the birds chirping. You're walking, just chilling. Got the kind of cool breeze with the dew mixed in, so the humidity's not high, and it's just fucking bliss, right? Right? I mean, let's not lie. You gotta love nature. If you don't, then I have some questions. And yeah. All right, let's get Callie. Come on. What you doing, girl? Oh, okay. All right, never mind then. I thought she was gonna start trying to chew on the stuff, but if she went downstairs to go to the window. It's a huge window downstairs, so it's like heaven to her. So, all right.
To demonize a Zambian anti-government insurgent named Adamson Masala. They photoshopped this angry black guy face over this individual to try to make the public scared of it. The verdict is out on if the citizenry bought the photoshopped propaganda though. But so yeah, now that you've all caught your breath from the earth-shattering revelation I just dropped on you, what about the
I was like, where the fuck is this music coming from? What the fuck is going on? And then, oh, never mind. Yeah. Okay. So what you were hearing right there, I have an alarm set. A couple alarms set, because I don't want to miss this. Shit's been going on. You probably know. We're gonna get a little deep here, but I'm gonna watch the Charlie Kirk funeral. You know, I like some of the things he said. I didn't like some others things he said. Um, I loved how religious he was and how he praised God and followed God. I loved that. Um, that's one of the main things I loved about him is just he was so faithful to his religion and to the one and only. Um, and he brought a lot of people more to God when this happened. To be honest, so um, I have like 4 alarms set because I don't want to miss it. I don't care your political beliefs, but nobody should be shot for. Hang on. You know what? Hang on. Let's do this. We're gonna. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Alright? Here we go. This is what I'm talking about right here, okay?
I believe that today.
Look at how
God is working all
already
things
there are
together
people
for his,
there and it's
for his
they
glory.
still got like
He's taking this situation, he's taking your
3
story,
hours,
and
a
he's
little less
turning
than 3
things
hours,
around.
2 hours,
I love what the
15
scripture
minutes,
tells us
25
that if
minutes.
any man be in Christ, he's a new
Yeah, like
creation. The old is gone.
47
All
minutes,
things are made new. And so we step
Hour
into
47.
a new
So,
identity.
okay,
I want us
so
to sing about this morning.
this is what I'm talking about, alright? I'm not gonna pause it because it is live. I don't wanna but this is okay, so back to what I was doing. When I was talking about this before I put this. I don't care what you believe politically. But nobody should be shot or killed / assassinated for their political beliefs. Even if you think it's fascist or whatever. I don't care. It's free speech at the end of the day, and that's what makes America great. Is these freedoms that are given to us through the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. Um, that's like a lot of people complain, oh, Jimmy Kimmel, blah, blah, blah. No, a lot of people don't understand that companies also have freedom of speech. So if they look at something that they see you post online and they don't like it, guess what? They can fire you for that reason. Or guess what? A lot of states don't have rights like without a union and shit, and they can just fire you for whatever the fuck they want. They could just be like, yeah, I don't like you anymore. Yeah, you're fired. And you, okay, thank you for letting me work here. You, literally, wake up, people. Wake up. Holy shit. Stop. Oh, it's this side. It's that side. No, wake up. Wake up. Sociopaths. I'm sorry. I shouldn't. I don't like to get into political shit because, yeah. I don't hate anybody. I don't care what the fuck you are. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. As long as you're not hurting anybody, harming anybody, killing anybody, you do you. As long as it only affects you. You know? Like, I don't give a fuck. But if you hate somebody for their free speech and for the words they say, I don't know how you can defend that. I really don't. And then you're gonna turn around and say, "Oh, they're shutting down free speech because Jimmy Kimmel." Well, Jimmy Kimmel got let go because of his own speech, which, as I said earlier, the company has their own free speech also as a company. So if the company deems that, hey, I don't like what he put, and this doesn't go with the values of the company, well, guess what? You're gone. That's all there is to it. If you win a lawsuit on that and shit like that, I applaud you, and I want your lawyer's number. I'm not lying because that is going to be a pretty interesting case. I'm not gonna lie. Like I would watch that every day, every moment you're in that courtroom, from fucking 8 or 9 in the morning till 5 at night, 6 at night. I don't care. Don't care. I'll even watch it when the jury's debating and you're just waiting on the jury. I'll sit there and wait and watch the live stream and stare at the wall while it's jury debating right now. Like, bro, wake up. Really, really, like, this is why I hate talking about this shit. I try to avoid it. But I have a lot to say. I'm literally, I am split down the middle. I'm gonna call right from right or wrong from wrong, and I'm gonna say right from right. Like I look at facts, and that's what you have to do. You have to do your own research these days. You can't. It's not like, you know, the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, where you didn't have internet. Late 90s, oh god, good. I could give you so many fucking stories, but that maybe, oh, maybe if I hit like 500 fucking followers, I'll fucking tell some 90s stories. Involving one time, involving yet one time the FBI in the 90s. It's a pretty good fucking story. I'm not gonna lie. Woo! They were on me like a fucking, like a fire on an ice cube, bro. Like they were like, Okay, I'm not gonna say anymore. Okay, let's go to this. Let's finish watching. We're gonna change this out. We're gonna go back to this. Okay, we're just gonna pause that. We're gonna go back to this and just
Guy that the
watch.
Photoshop
Okay.
is derived from. Who is he and what did he do? Well, while I was able to find that this image is pretty old, appearing online back in 2008, that's really all I'm able to dig up
I am
about
so
it.
glad
Sorry guys, the information about this person is lost to time. Though it does actually seem that this
Oh,
unedited
fuck.
mugshot in and of itself
mic
was
is
an internet
fucking
meme
off.
back in the
Oh.
day, and was somewhat popular in its base form too. Which kind of does better explain why someone would go out of their way to Photoshop it and mess with it in the first place. Moving on. Typically, a criminal comes with a face, and you've seen many of them in the mugshots today. But online offenders are often faceless and can do a number on you if you're not browsing the web protected with the VPN, like today's sponsor, Surfshark VPN. Surfshark is a VPN app that hides your IP, keeping you anonymous online. By doing neck. In November of 2018, a truly remarkable mugshot was published to the internet. This is the wide neck mugshot. This one just always makes me laugh, dude. Like, if someone took his head, it was just like, shoop. The mugshot of wide neck Charles McDowell is a ubiquitous one, but few of you watching probably know why he was originally arrested and what he's done very recently to get thrown in jail again. The arrest that produced the now infamous wide neck mugshot came from a November of 2018 incident involving drugs and him running from the cops. According to reports, police attempted to pull over the wide-necked motorist, and when doing so, he fled. The reason for him fleeing, well, he had allegedly had quite the stash on him. This is the Facebook post from November 13th of 2018, shared by the Escambia County Sheriff's Office, and it detailed the arrest, also sharing the man's mugshot for the first time. Congratulations to Charles Dion McDowell. Charles Dion McDowell was arrested for fleeing, eluding police with lights and sirens active, possession of meth with intent to sell, manufacture, deliver, possession of cocaine with intent to sell, manufacture, and deliver, Schedule 2, possession of controlled substances without a prescription, possession of marijuana, and possession of drug equipment. McDowell is currently a guest at the Gold Star Hotel with a bond of $57,000. Hashtag gotcha. Naturally, this crime write-up was wholly overshadowed by this guy's giant-ass neck. The mugshot post would blow up, with everyone getting in line to take a shot at the big-necked belligerent. Y'all leave this man alone. I bet he'd stick his neck out for you if you needed his help. You people should be ashamed of yourselves. All of this negativity isn't right at all. All you people got jokes. If he was in front of you when you said that, he'd knock you into next week. Mind your business. He's not from your neck of the woods anyways. They gonna put him in jail and throw away the key. The local media couldn't even help themselves from laughing.
Police in Florida finally collared a criminal wanted on drug charges.
Charles Dion McDowell was featured on the Wheel of Fugitives from Escambia County.
Shoulders,
And
neck.
the internet is having a ball. And here's why. Because McDowell,
He has a giant's neck. I mean, seriously, look at this guy's neck. It's like a day at the
Bro,
gym thing. Look at this.
In a virtual
Okay. Legit. This motherfucker with the neck, and if he worked on his shoulders and shit, this motherfucker alone, I guarantee you can take a fucking punch, dude. I guarantee it with that neck. I fucking guarantee you he can take a good couple punches and not even phase him. Look it up.
instant, Charles's mugshot had become an internet meme, but he had next to no idea this was even happening. While all of this was exploding online, this broad-throated buffoon was behind jail bars. It was only when he got a chance to make a phone call home did he learn the level of his infamy. The wide neck mugshot was everywhere.
I'm like, what's going on? And she was like, baby, Wayne, they got your mug shot everywhere. Everybody saying this, they doing this, they like, what is they saying? What's going on? Like, you know, I'm behind the wall, so I ain't got no access to none of this. So she was like, nah, it's just your mug shot. Everybody's sharing your mug shot. They saying it, they just really like.
I mean, it is public. Sorry, I was coughing. I didn't feel like. That's. I mean, it is public knowledge. Once you get arrested, it's public knowledge. Anything put into the system with you or report, it's public knowledge. Yeah, it sucks, but also it's it holds the person accountable if they think about it, because anybody can FOIA it. Freedom of Information Act, or if you're near like New York, what is it? The Right to Know law or something like that. It was just something was just updated and passed on it, like revised. So it's something like that. But most of the time, it's a FOIA, Freedom of Information Act. So some people say FOIA, like with an R instead of the A. It's Freedom of Information Request. Same thing. But yeah. But that's. I understand his anger, but he is very allowed to have it and pursue legal procedures if people are using his likeness / image for, say, advertisement to gain monetary value, stuff like that. That's when you start coming into the line of, okay, now you're starting to cross into the law side of things, and you're leaving the public domain side of things. That makes sense. I know most people probably watch me aren't even a fucking lawyer or really look into the laws. I always suggest just know the basic laws of your state and county. Please know your rights, know your amendments, know your Fifth Amendment, and shut the fuck up. Sorry, that's the major one. Just shut the fuck up. Don't help the cops, just shut the fuck up. Give him your info and just shut the fuck up. And then let them try to fish and shit. Especially if you don't have anything on you or, you know, stuff like that. Like, let them fish and then you don't say a word at all to them. Even when you get to the jail, unless, you know, I forget the jail officer, the correctional officer asks you a question. Obviously, you know, sometimes, obviously you have to ask an answer to them because, you know, you're in the jail in the system trying to get put in, but, and the officer won't be able to give that info, but, shut the fuck up. Go to court and fight it, and then watch the district attorney and the cop try to fucking fabricate something out of nothing because you didn't comply with any of their orders. Like, let's say, okay. I am very passionate about, like, law and stuff. This is for another time, I guess. Listen, I was either going to be a lawyer, a judge. Okay, hang on. 1 to 3. A chemist, a lawyer, or a judge. That's what I was going to go for as my profession. Obviously, it fucking failed. And a lot of people will be like, oh, well, you can still do it. Well, I'm not going to get into it. I probably could, to be honest, but that's for another day, right? Right? But yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Chemist, lawyer, or judge. And I'm just fascinated with chemistry and chemicals and the structure of it. And then at the same time, I'm fascinated with law. Like, I'm constantly looking and studying, like, new laws that I don't know, you know, in my state. And if I go somewhere to another state, you better best believe a month before I'm fucking looking at those laws saying, okay. Like, seeing what they got, like, what the little things they can get. Like, listen. We all know it's a fucking clown show. We all know. We all know it's there to just get profit for the state, to make revenue for the state. Yes, some people do horrible fucking shit, and I hope they do pay for it. But other shit's stupid and is just bullshit. We'll just say. I'm so tired. I think I got like maybe. I'm sorry. Let's just.
Jokes and, you know, whatever. So I'm like, man, I ain't even worried about all that. I'm looking at more time.
Charles would later admit that he actually saw his mugshot pop up on television while he was locked up. That's how viral the thing had gotten. Given the modern age of social media, it should come to no surprise to you that when Charles got out of jail, he went all in on trying to become an influencer. After posting his bail, the bail bondsman actually struck up a conversation with him and got Charles connected with a social media manager, who then helped our pin-headed friend here create an Instagram page, and there they started building the Wide Neck brand. Charles leaned into the meme and behaved as a sort of Ripley's Believe It or Not sideshow act, accepting the Wide Neck moniker wholeheartedly. He'd team up with a small group of would-be Instagram circus freaks, specifically another content creator with a fucked up neck of his own, the aptly named Daddy Longneck. Longneck and Wide Neck became a dynamic duo on social media, most notably appearing in a rap music video together for their song The Next Big Thing. Rap game been real quiet since this one dropped.
Long neck, yeah, I dare nigga to fuck with us.
Bitch said I'm the next big thing. Shut the fuck up and suck this big neck.
Wide Neck and Daddy Longneck collaborated in various skits with other Whack Pack-esque creators and navigated social media remarkably well. One question many people had about Charles is, well, why the neck? I mean, why the fuck does your neck look like that, dog? Bro has never skipped trap day. Well, despite what many people suspected at the time, Charles would say in an interview that he had never actually been diagnosed with any sort of medical condition like you may think, and that this was literally just how his neck had always looked. He said he's always had a big neck, even as a kid. Bro was just built different.
Is it a medical condition of some sort?
It ain't no medical condition, ain't no disabled condition, it ain't. It got nothing to
means you going
follow
to
it,
fucking
none
boxing.
of that, it was extra fluid, like.
Neck like that, like if he was trained, I guarantee you Mike Tyson and shit would have a problem knocking his ass out. That fucking neck, he built that shit all up on his shoulders and muscles and all that, and his lower and upper back. Oh my god, like, yeah, it. Somebody should have told him, like, dude, you're like built for fucking boxing. Dude. You have the neck to take a fucking hit. Like it's.
It was just it's just my neck. I can't figure out, I don't know.
Going into the 2020s, wide neck was still immensely popular thanks to that old mugshot, boasting over 500,000 followers on Instagram. And he was even putting his neck on the line in lucrative influencer boxing matches. But just as it seemed like this guy was about to make a fully fledged career off simply looking weird, he got criminal on us again, and in a bad way. On November 27th, Charles McDowell was booked into the Escambia County Jail on charges of aggravated stalking after an event on August 24th where he allegedly showed up to a woman's home after sending her threatening text messages. This would naturally put a pause to anyone wanting to be associated with him in a business sense, and what happened a couple of years later would prove even more disturbing. On February 19th of 2025, Charles found himself arrested in Cherokee County, Georgia, and the charges weren't.
That I'm so sorry. I think I don't even know if I'm so tired. I slept like shit this whole fucking week. I feel like shit. I know I said it earlier, but I don't even know if I can make it through this. I'm so sorry. I want to start streaming more. Just I don't even, like I said, don't give me shit. Just watch. Talk to me. That's all I want. Just talk to me. I don't care about your money. I don't give a fuck. Don't. Just have a good friendly chat with me. So let's get back to it. I hope I can make it through. Tired.
Pretty. McDowell is now facing multiple felonies related to allegations of him sending obscene material to minors. More specifically, sending a sexually explicit video of a woman without her consent. The video of this woman was allegedly sent by Charles to her own 13-year-old son and 16-year-old daughter. Charles also allegedly sent this video to the woman's mother and another unnamed person, reportedly using a cell phone and laptop to send the video. McDowell was charged with 5 counts of electronic transmission / post of video or photo of nudity without consent, 4 counts of electronically furnishing obscene materials to a minor, and harassing phone calls. That's the last update we have on this guy. Sad way to go out, bro. The real life ogre mugshot. Okay, here we go. I got another all-time classic for you guys. The big-eared ogre mugshot. I've seen this dude many places around the internet. I mean, he's like a fucking NFT. There seems to be multiple variants of him with different traits and stuff across his mugshots.
Bro, I can't. Just think, if he was a fighter.
He's like a bored ape. What's this guy's story? On October 8th, 2019, 34-year-old Rick Dealey and his associates were stopped by the Marion County Sheriffs in Ocala, Florida, due to an expired license. Apparently, when cops searched the vehicle,
There we go. So. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. You saw.
Find a Golden Corral buffet's worth of illegal.
Think if he was a fighter, dude. His ears would be so much bigger and cauliflowered, like it would look so.
Drug.
I know that's just a random ass thought for those big ears, but welcome to my brain. And I got a lot more coming the more I stream, because if I recorded or streamed myself at work, you guys would be dying laughing the whole fucking time because, like, I do not shut the hell up, and everything is just like a witty fucking like, just some random ass fucking comment or saying, like, it's yeah. All right, let's. I know I don't know.
The local sheriff's department shared the details of the alleged crime on Facebook, writing, Deputy Bowman conducted a traffic stop on an expired tag. Behind the wheel, he found Ricky Dealey, who had a suspended driver's license. Deputy Bowman continued his...
Okay, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Do you guys see towards the bottom where it says, was in possession of a bag containing 23 grams of methamphetamine? Okay. A handgun, cocaine, marijuana, which, marijuana, that's fucking no big deal unless you got like fucking pounds of it. Then obviously you're fucking doing something. Like an ounce or two? What the fuck ever, I don't care. That's what I do. I don't give a shit. You got an ounce or two? I don't give a fuck. I don't care about it. That's what I'd be like. I don't give a fuck unless you got like fucking 2 or more out, like, 3+ ounces. Like, you're obviously not. Well, if you're medical, it could be personal. If you're not, then yeah, I'm gonna take it from you. Make you step on it on the ground and then crush it up and then say, okay, now you're legal. You got it. Okay, there you go. Have a nice day. No, but 23 grams of meth, get the fuck out of here. Meth, get the fuck out of here. Good. Fuck meth.
Investigation where it was determined that passenger, Logan Tyndale, not only had a felony...
The cocaine. Ooh.
Only had a felony...
I have different thoughts about that. I won't get into it, but I have different thoughts about that. To be honest. I don't think it's as bad as like meth and fentanyl, all that shit. But I mean, it is bad. You shouldn't put anything in your body that alters your state of mind or your receptors in the brain. So, but that's a whole nother fucking topic. Maybe somewhere down the road, I can just do a fucking deep dive and, and which will actually fucking make you open your goddamn eyes and be like, wait, that is what I've been told. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, whatever.
Warrant out for his arrest, but he lied about his name when originally questioned. Once Deputy Bowman began the search of the vehicle, it was determined that passenger Caitlin Spruill was in possession of a bag containing 23 grams of methamphetamine, a handgun, cocaine, marijuana, 20 methylene pills, and a digital scale. Dealey, Tyndale, and Spruill were all placed under arrest and transported to the Marion County Jail. It's a typical meth heads gone wild style of arrest, but the post actually got traction thanks to Dealey's Dumbo-sized ears in his mugshot. It went viral. His grotesquely unsymmetrical face and big ears lend to the ogre archetype, and folks weren't shy about roasting the picture in the comments of the post. I'm surprised that he didn't avoid the traffic stop. He could hear the officer from a mile away. Regardless, this kind of stuff happening around Halloween is downright spooky and eerie. Bet his car has AC. He couldn't drive with the windows down or those ears would beat him to death. Guys, come on, stop messing with them. The oldest guy will probably be in for years to come. It looks like his mama had an affair with Shrek. and thus Rick's face would become an honorary member of the Internet Mugshot Hall of
many
Fame.
good
Next, of
fucking
course, we move to the
jokes
question
are.
of what happened to Rick after this incident. Did he get out of jail and keep his ears clean for the foreseeable future? Or would he take advantage of his new viral infamy like the wide neck guy and become some kind of bizarro influencer?
No.
See, Mr. Dealey here was something of a career criminal. He had already found his life's calling. Here you can actually see a collage of his mugshots from over the years and how his appearance has drastically deteriorated from what I can only imagine is because of drug use. The ogre was actually rearrested a few months following his release for driving with a suspended license. He was compelled to spend a few weeks in jail for that, only to get rearrested again January.
So you see, okay, so look up people's mugshots that are on meth and look how fast and destructive it is to your body. Not only on the inside, but on the outside fast. It's inside it's faster, but on the outside it's pretty damn quick. And once you kind of look at it, you can instantly tell just by looking at somebody like, yeah, you'd be like, yeah, I'm like 80% sure. But then there's other people that may look like it, but they're like, you gotta think though also, like somebody may have ADHD, they're super hyperactive, or maybe they're in a manic episode of like bipolar or something. So there are those differences, but you still have to, you can still see different points of views, like just certain actions. I hate when people just go, oh, he's fucked up, he's on drugs. When no, well, that automatically makes it the people that are the cops and stuff come in hostile. You don't know he's on drugs. Like there's a lot of people that are on drugs that. Well, hang on. Okay, let me rephrase this. There's a lot of people that aren't on drugs that mimic mental and shit like that. That people that are on drugs. So, it's. You see what I'm saying? You gotta know more info before you. Oh, I think he's on drugs. Oh, I think he's on something. No, you're like he's he's just acting a little weird. I'm just check. I want to check on him, and I'm curious. Well, not curious. I'm sorry, but I'm cautious. I don't want to go up there by myself. You know what I'm saying? Easy fucking things. It's oh my god, he's on drugs. I swear he's going crazy. He's going crazy. Like you automatically instigate a hostile response instantly instead of actually looking at the situation and saying, okay, well, he's talking to himself, he's in the middle of the street, like maybe go outside, look at him like closer, not like get close to him, but like step outside and just kind of observe, be like, hey, you all right? Easy peasy. God, I miss the fucking 90s, dude. Fuck me.
Of 2020 after reportedly burglarizing an Ocala residence. After the break-in, Dealey was actually caught with 2 other suspects, and he was bit by a canine dog in the process of being apprehended. The man was later charged with an unarmed burglary of an occupied dwelling and larceny/grand theft. The guy was eventually let out on probation, but then he got arrested again on February 8th of 2021 due to him violating said probation. The headline for Ocala Post read, "Career criminal completely irresponsible." The puns in this video, man, they're just nonstop. As recently as May of 2024, he's found himself in trouble again, and I'm sure the judge gave him an earful for these alleged crimes. Who created Kirby? Everybody loves Kirby. He's one of the most adorable characters in all of video gaming. But have you ever been curious as to who created him? Some of you are rolling your eyes right.
I gotta go to bed. My stomach's turning more. I wanted to do like 2 plus 4 hours. 2 to 4 or maybe 5, 6 hours. I'm sorry. People have been sick all week at work. I haven't felt good since like fucking Wednesday. Now it's like really kicking my ass. I'm fucking sorry. I'm really sorry. Check the info down below. Like the about me and shit like that. Discord, all that crap. If you want to see my ugly face, check my YouTube. Good. Alright. But thank you for watching. Chatting. Gonna watch the VOD. Thank you. Appreciate you. But God, I feel like... Good night, chat. I'm sorry. Again, I'm sorry.
It's time to go home. It's time to go home. It's time to go home. It's time to say goodbye. I had so much fun, and you had so much fun. We all had so much fun, and now we say goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. See you again. Goodbye, goodbye. See you again. It's time to go home.